Went to the Imagine Dragons concert on Wednesday. Anybody ever hear them? Yeah, me either. Missed my 15-year-old son. That's the only way I heard about them. I'm like, dude, am I going to have to imagine they're playing good music? I don't know. So we get there, it's at the Modus Center, right? Let me tell you something, people. I don't know if you've been there in a while. Beers, $16 for a beer, okay? I had to imagine if I could even afford to drink the beer that I just bought, you know? But it was a great show. It was a lot of fun. It was, then to top it all off, just because I hadn't spent enough, I filled my gas tank on the way back, you know. Just didn't have enough financial punishment. Wanted to make sure it was complete. I did a lot of binge watching during the pandemic. I'm sure you all did, yeah. I watched a lot of ghost hunting shows. You watch any of those? Nobody? Yeah, well, it's a good thing because I'm pretty convinced that they're the worst hunters ever, aren't they? I mean, aren't these the people that couldn't make it in the real hunting world? Right? I mean, they don't even try to camouflage themselves or anything. You know, they don't spray any ghost urine on their shoes. They don't do none of that. And my question is how the hell did they get the job in the first place? What do they do? Advertise their 100% failure rate? I just don't get it. And I have to tell you something else. I don't think the ghosts are all that worried about getting caught. You know? I just don't think an interdimensional being's all that concerned about Dave and Amy living out their Scooby-Doo fantasies. You know? Maybe they can tell me why people are ghosting my text messages. I don't know. Hire them for that. I bought an autonomous vehicle recently. I did. I had to get its consent to put anything in the trunk. I did. Then it left me for another person. That's when I heard from its autonomous divorce lawyer. Now I got part-time custody of an unplanned mini scooter. Every other weekend, people. Every other weekend. I had to pay my credit card bill by phone recently. Anybody ever have to do that? You know, you have to call, when you do it by phone, it's like a prompt, right? They're like, press 1 to make payment in full. What a useless option. That option I have no use for whatsoever. That should be like option number 10 if they knew anything about me, right? No, I'm not going to press 1. Thank you. Speaking of wine, anybody here like wine? Yeah, you like white or red? What do you like? Both. Yeah, right on. Right on. And do you drink like local wines or what do you? Well, you know, the hood where I'm from, we used to drink Mad Dog 2020. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Yeah. It's probably a lot like your wine. It's got many like multiple uses. Like you can clean your jewelry with it. You can use it for jet fuel. You ever let your wine breathe? Yeah, you can't do that with MD 2020 because it'll suck all the oxygen out of the room and suffocate all your friends. A lot of my parties ended sadly that way. That was my favorite back in the day. Let's see what else. Oh, I got a new job recently, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Some of you. Those of you who didn't clap, I'll be breaking into your house tonight. No, actually, I got a job, so I wouldn't have to do that, man. And I can't tell y'all where the job is. I can only give y'all a hint. It's a center where they sell guitars. This guy right here is still thinking about it. Yeah, it is. It's one of the very few jobs that you don't need a drug test to get hired, you know? But if you did need a drug test, you'd be required to fail, right? Right? Mr. Blaine, you've tested positive for every illegal substance known to law enforcement. We think you're executive material. And that's why we're prepared to offer you minimum wage. That's right. It's a lot harder job than people realize. You have to be bilingual. A lot of people didn't know that. Did you know that? Yeah. See, I'm just here to lift everyone's knowledge. Yeah, you do. You got to be bilingual if you work there. You have to speak fluent English, and you have to speak fluent dude. You have any idea how much weed I gotta smoke in order to speak fluent dude? I am out there on my breaks, I'm smoking it, I'm eating it, I'm taking suppositories. Every time I tell that joke, I always get the same question, so I'm just gonna go ahead and answer it right now. Yes, I can sell you a suppository. You see me after the set. Oh, what else is going on? Ever go to the mall and burp so hard that you piss your pants? Ever do that? That happened to me, yeah, the other day. It was embarrassing. People were staring, whispering. I felt like an altar boy at a Catholic mass. I did. Then it happened to me again a couple days later at Walmart. There's no big deal at Walmart. Apparently they're used to that kind of thing there. The meth head woman in the pink jammies standing next to me didn't seem to mind at all. We're dating now. We are, we're dating. It's a beautiful relationship. We're trying to move each other out of the Sudafed aisle into the personal hygiene section. It's wonderful, it really is.